welcome to our Tuesday afternoon live broadcast. Today is Tuesday, February the 27th, I believe. We are going to talk about the 4 basics of intermittent fasting today, and I'm going to give you 4 quick tips on things that you can start thinking about and or incorporating to help you if you're starting with intermittent fasting. I know we have a lot of new members to our community, so I'm going to take a little time and go back to some basics to help those who are just jumping in with us, and for those of you who are waiting for our March course to start, thinking about some of these things while you're waiting for our next course to start will definitely help you. If you are new, please take a second to hit that like button or subscribe button so that you will be notified when we will go live with our broadcast. Also, make sure that when you're jumping on that you are leaving me a comment so that I know that you are here. I can welcome you at the end of this broadcast and answer any questions or comments that you might have about our subject today. So we are talking about the 4 bases of intermittent fasting. My name is Diane, and I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. I am doing that through teaching women who are going through the aging process. Again, the aging process is any woman who is going from one day to the next. We're all going through the aging process. We're all in just different phases of it. But we really do focus on practicing an intermittent fasting and keto-like lifestyle to kind of help us get through these stages of life, balance out our hormones, and really gain back the control that we want over our overall health and well-being. And as a nutrition coach, I really had to take a pause on some of the old practices that I was following myself as I was becoming hormonally imbalanced and going through some stages of aging myself, and have found that intermittent fasting and living this type of lifestyle has really helped me personally. And now I'm teaching other women how to do the same. So the 4 basics of intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is a pretty easy concept to grab a hold of. It's the social and emotional aspect of living an intermittent fasting and a keto-like lifestyle that often trips us up because there are people who just don't understand it, and they think that we're doing unsafe things for ourselves. So what I'm going to do is give you some 4 things that you can just incorporate on your own or start thinking about or researching on your own. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, make an announcement or a broadcast to anybody about what you're doing. This is something that you can do very conveniently, very easily, and just start thinking about how it is intermittent fasting might be able to help you as well. So intermittent fasting, by my definition, is breaking a 24-hour period up into 2 different windows, a fasting window and a feasting window. What you want to do is have your fasting window longer than your feasting window, and just ask yourself 2 basic questions every day. How long will I fast, and how well will I feast? And the how well will I feast is really determined by you. Your lifestyle, what it is that you enjoy as far as nutrition, what it is that you will put into your everyday life nutritionally that will really allow you to live your life authentically and not feel like you're constantly depriving yourself. So the feasting part is really opened up and interpreted by you and what it is that you need for yourself. The fasting part is pretty clear. You just pick a window of time. Again, it's larger than your feasting window, and you're going to put yourself into a fasted state so that you can reap the benefits of what fasting can do for you. So here are the things that you really need to consider, and some benefits of basically having this base knowledge that will really help you with intermittent fasting. And the first one is we need to learn to train our hunger hormones to work for us and not against us. Oftentimes, when people jump into intermittent fasting, they think it's going to be the quick fix, magic sauce remedy for weight loss. And what we've learned through practicing intermittent fasting and living this keto-like lifestyle, that what intermittent fasting really does for us is helps us balance out our hormones. And our hormones are really what are keeping us from losing weight. And when we balance out those hormones, then our body has the ability to really let go of this weight that we've kind of gained on because of hormonal imbalance, and oftentimes some of the fat that our body is hoarding, again, because of hormonal imbalance. So if we're gaining weight and we're putting on fat that's unwanted because of hormonal imbalance, then naturally, when we balance out our hormones, that weight will come off and that fat will start to be eaten away from what it is we're doing in our fasting window. And we can train our hunger hormones, but we first have to understand what they do for us and how they play in our everyday life and how we emotionally respond to the signals and the signs that those hunger hormones send off to us. So the three major hunger hormones are ghrelin, leptin, and neuropeptides. And believe it or not, those three hormones work in or against some other hormones that we have: insulin, serotonin, even our estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. All of our hormones should be working together in sync. And when one hormone is off, generally what happens is we create this robbing Peter to pay Paul system with our hormones, and they all eventually become to fluctuate and become out of sync. So the three easiest ones that we can train to work for us and against us, believe it or not, are our hunger hormones, but we have to understand them. So ghrelin, leptin, and neuropeptides. The second benefit of understanding and implementing intermittent fasting is having the opportunity and the ability to feel comfortable and confident in the state of hungry. And when you start to understand what a state of hungry can do for your body, and you can actually find comfort in it, meaning that you're not going to be stressed out and in that fight or flight type of feeling where you're again putting yourself into a state of hormonal imbalance because you're releasing stress hormones in your body, thinking that you're starving yourself. There's a clear definition that's different in starvation than there is in hungry. When you understand what that state of hungry is and what it can really do for you, you can use it as a powerful tool and a powerful window, because it happens when we're in our fasting state, to energize and really fuel what it is that you want to do in your everyday life. So getting yourself to that state of hungry, understanding what the power of hungry can do with you. And in this community, we call it hungry is where the magic happens. That's when you can really start utilizing the benefits of intermittent fasting in your favor. So the first was train your hunger hormones to work for you and not against you. The second benefit is finding comfort in a state of hungry and remembering that we're a society that feeds ourselves in every situation in which we feel either discomfort or we feel reward. We punish ourselves with food, we celebrate with food, we soothe with food, we solve problems with food, and intermittent fasting can really be that thing that can help you have a renewed relationship with food and no longer depend on it to get you through an emotional situation. The third benefit of intermittent fasting is learning how to utilize tools properly through your fasting and your feasting windows and no longer having to rely on crutches to get you through your day. So we talk a lot here about clean fasting and the tools that you can use in your fasting window to help you have a comfortable and confident fast. We talk about mineral water. We talk about sparkling mineral water. We talk about using coffee or teas as a tool in your fasting window and how it is we incorporate those so that you can accentuate and fully benefit from your fast and then enter into your feast. And then we talk about what you can do in your feast or prolonging your fast and really understanding the concept of tools versus crutches. Crutches are what help you in a moment of weakness get through something that's uncomfortable. And a tool is really that thing that we identify and utilize to strengthen our confidence and to help us really understand that sometimes going through something that's uncomfortable is exactly what we need to do to get to that next step of victory or accomplishment. So we utilize those tools to strengthen us and get us to the goals that we are achieving for ourselves. And then number 4 is be patient. Time and consistency are your best friends with something like intermittent fasting and even living the keto-like lifestyle. Intermittent fasting and a keto-like lifestyle are not quick fix remedies for weight loss, changing body composition, or even healing your body. It takes time. It takes time and consistently believing and having faith that this will be the thing that will work for you. We talked a little bit about that in yesterday's live broadcast as well. Having that faith that if it's worked for someone else who's done exactly what is laid out in a plan, that you can also have those same type of results, but personalized for you. So being patient and taking the time to actually learn how your body systems work, understand what your hormones, especially your hunger hormones, can do for you, and how you can really train them to work on your behalf to help you reach your goals. Time and consistency and patience with understanding why hungry is a really great opportunity for you to thrive and for you to tap into some great energy sources and some energized sense of calm. And then knowing that there are tools that, if used properly, can really help you either elongate what you're trying to do with your fasting window or help you get through those uncomfortable times and ease some of that as you're getting into a good, clean, long fast and really figuring out which foods work best for you in a feasting window to help you look and feel your best and live your most authentic life. So, the 4 basics of intermittent fasting. Making sure that you understand that your hunger hormones can be trained and they can work on your behalf. And when your hunger hormones are balanced and trained, then you will also be able to tap into doing the same type of thing with the other hormones that often have a huge determining factor in our success or failure with either weight loss, fat loss, or healing our bodies. We want to make sure that we are comfortable in a state of hungry. And just because we're hungry doesn't mean that we're starving ourselves or putting ourselves into a situation of nutrient deficiency. Understanding what happens in a state of hungry and what our bodies are designed to do for us can really help us accentuate the results that we're looking for with intermittent fasting. Number 3, making sure you understand what tools are appropriate and what can enhance what it is you're doing in your fasting window, and then what those crutches are that may be keeping you from the results that you're looking for. I have so many women who reach out to me who are so frustrated with intermittent fasting, and they think that their body is just in such a way that intermittent fasting is not working for them. And all we really have to do is transition some crutches and make them tools, and they find success. So understand the difference between tools and crutches when you're fasting and feasting. And then last, be patient. Time and consistency will yield you the results that you are looking for, and those results will last a lifetime, because time, consistency, and patience are what are needed when you're trying to establish a lifestyle. And a lifestyle is something that can withstand the test of time. Diets are quick, diets don't last forever, and oftentimes what happens in a diet is because you haven't created a lifestyle. It's short-term changes that as soon as you go back to a lifestyle that you've established for yourself, those results that you had when you were living that lifestyle come back as well. So create a lifestyle that will give you the results that you're looking for to last the test of time. So 4 basic things for intermittent fasting. If you are new here, I hope those basic steps or ideas or concepts about intermittent fasting will get those wheels turning in your brain, will help you research some further things if you're looking for something, or help you have the confidence to jump in with us to our course that is starting March 10th. We teach these 4 things in detail and help you get to that point where you're confidently able to take advantage of these benefits and use them in your everyday life to create the lifestyle that you want to create and to have those results that you're finally looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and welcome everyone. I'm going to go to YouTube first, and then I'll go over to Facebook and welcome everyone to answer questions. I'm trying to get that light out of my glasses because I won't be able to see you guys, but I know that light's annoying, so I'll come down here a little bit and I'll just turn it out of the way. Okay, let me see who's here on YouTube and welcome you. Kim, hello, good to have you here. Holly, newbie, enrolled in the March class. Holly, I'm super excited. We're just a couple weeks away from getting going on that class. I'm so excited for you guys. Kim signed up for the March class. Can't wait. Kitty Cat on my 35th day of IF and now averaging 20-hour fast daily. Awesome, girlfriend. You're doing great. Tony from New Zealand, welcome. Lori, reviewing the basics. Yeah, that we always have to go back to the basics. I love when we get to this opportunity to kind of go back and break it down to the simplified concept and really how simple intermittent fasting can be for us if we just realize that it's a very basic concept. So thanks for jumping on with us. I love the review too. Susan from Ohio, welcome. Ida from work, we won't tell anybody. Jane from Melbourne, glad to have you with us, girlfriend. Patricia, hello from Spokane. I made it today. Yes, good to have you here. If you're on YouTube, please make sure that you chime in and say hello so that I can welcome you here with us today. It's always great to have new members of our community jumping on to a live broadcast with us. And I always like to let you know that I appreciate you being here. So definitely make sure you say hello. Juliet, good to have you here as well. Thanks for popping in. And then make sure that you guys have subscribed on YouTube as well. So you'll know when we've gone live or when we've uploaded some new content to our channel. Sylvia from Dallas in the February course. Welcome, Sylvia. Good to have you here too. Okay, let me jump on over to Facebook and welcome everyone over here. And YouTube, go ahead and keep chiming into your chats in the comment, and I'll come back over to you before we jump off. Tanya, hello, good to have you here. Nina, good to have you here as well. IF for life. Yes, exactly. When we really establish these concepts of intermittent fasting and this keto-like lifestyle, making it our lifestyle is really easy for us. So congratulations for jumping in for life. That's the best way to go. And if you're jumping in and you want the notes for today, you want to get emailed what it is that we're doing, definitely make sure you put email me in your comment section, and we'll make sure that you get on our email list for today's email. If you're already on our email list, don't worry about it. You're already set up to get today's email. Joy, good to have you here as well. Another lifer. Diane, I know you're a lifer as well. Thanks for jumping on. Carol from Atlanta, January grad, looking forward to March to get me ready for spring break. Awesome. That's so funny you should say that, because my husband and I were just talking about, we're going to Mexico in 6 weeks, and we were just talking about how excited we are to feel spring break ready. And the good thing about being an IFer for life is that you're always pretty close to being spring break ready, so you just probably have a little bit of tweaking to do, and I'm sure you'll be there. Jenny, good to have you on from us. Sunny and 50 in Michigan. Keto makes IF so easy. Love, enjoy. Yes, it does, for sure. Nina, I don't feel like eating animal protein at all. Is it okay to do intermittent fasting being vegan? Will I be able to complete my protein requirement if I don't eat animal protein every day? I don't feel like I need as much animal protein now that I'm intermittent fasting. So I would say you're fine. I am not a pure vegan, but I love to practice being a vegan a couple of days a week. You'll be fine. There's plenty of protein in plant-based foods as well. And I do a collagen supplement for my skin anyways, which has protein in it. And then sometimes I'll do like even a bone broth. So I'm not necessarily eating animal protein. I just drink the bone broth. And I find that I get enough protein that way as well. So I would experiment with it. Like I say with everything, experiment for about a week. See how your body's feeling. See how you're handling it. And then you can always just pick certain days that you want to be vegan like. And the one thing that I always really recommend, especially with women, is don't put yourself in a box and title the way you eat. So you don't have to proclaim that you're gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, any of those things. Just pick days that you want to eat a certain way and enjoy that eating style for that day. And that way, when something comes up where maybe you do feel like eating some animal protein, you don't feel like you failed yourself or you're cheating someone because you're not in a box that's supposed to be a certain way. Enjoy the days you don't need animal protein, and then just go with every day how you're feeling, I guess is the best way to say it. Lisa, first For the first time ever, the scale is going down consistently, not quickly, but down nonetheless. This is a new way of life for me. 20 hours fasting, 4 hours feasting, or 19.5. Thank you so much. I have more energy and feel better all over. So that means that your hunger hormones, you've trained them to work for you and not against you, and you're clearly comfortable in the state of hungry. So congratulations, Lisa. And time and consistency now are what you need to follow, and then those results will keep coming for you. So congratulations. You are doing 1, 2, 3 out of the 4 steps, and now time and consistency is all you need to stick with. Giselle, do you think we should 1 meal a day every day? I wonder how to get all the nutrition in one day with 1 meal. Well, the best thing to do is eat nutrient-dense foods, and you don't have to ever question it. And 1 meal a day is definitely a way that people live consistently. Again, don't put yourself in a box to say you only eat 1 meal a day. But if you feel like having only 1 meal a day, that's fantastic. Make sure it's nutrient dense. It's loaded with all the nutrients that your body needs. And then the next day, ask yourself the same 2 questions. How long will I fast and how well will I feast? And then on the days where you need more than 1 meal, don't feel guilty about that. Just eat until your body feels satisfied, until you feel like you're giving your body everything that it's asking for. So 1 meal a day you can do confidently, and then just listen to the signs and signals your body is sending you. Timothea, hi Diane. I'm so happy to be back live. I missed all the videos in February, but I've continued living this lifestyle all month after starting in January. I'm so grateful for it. I feel so much better. Yes, I'm hungry now, but it feels right. I know I'm on track and the magic is happening. It was also helpful to have had practice with this before I went to a wedding for a long weekend last week. I was able to be social, without causing a ruckus, but also made wise choices and not fall off the track. Because it's a lifestyle, so it's a path I am on for good. Congratulations, girlfriend, and to know that you can be social but have your boundaries already set up for yourself is powerful. So congratulations for figuring that out. I love what I learned from you, the supportive phrases, the patience to learn how different food affects me, the understanding of how all of these tools work. Thank you. And I think I've lost 15 pounds since I started in January. So that's like, what, 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I guess. We're at the end of February, so about 7 weeks. So congratulations. That's awesome. And the most important thing, Timothea, for you is you've learned so much about your body, and recognizing those signs and signals and the triggers that go off when you eat something that your body is not responding to. So you've won the game. And again, you've hit 3 of those 4 benefits. Now it's just time and consistency, which creates the lifestyle. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy that you spent time with us, and I'm happy that you're finding the success you were looking for. So congratulations. Lynn, January and February grad, continuing in March. This past week has been amazing. 2 24-hour fasts and then a 21-22-ish. The rest of the week feeling better and stronger every day. Holding off on visiting the scale. Yeah, don't go there yet. I feel better and my clothes fit better, making that enough for right now. Congratulations. And I would say the same thing. Don't necessarily go on the scale. If your clothes are fitting better and you're feeling better, that's all that matters. Remember, the scale is a predetermined number by someone else's standards. We don't need to follow that. So keep doing you, girlfriend. You're doing great. Amy, hello. Debbie, nice to see you. Diane, hello. Amy, I just started working out more vigorously since starting the fast in January. Now feeling drained and tired. Not sure if I need to eat or drink more water. How do I ramp up and stay on the program? Amy, I would say when you start exercising, you want to really evaluate your fasting and your feasting windows. Sometimes what I do is I shorten my fasting window so that I have a larger feasting window, or I'll just have more good conscious carbs the evening in my feast. So like sweet potatoes and things like that, just to kind of give me more energy. But definitely don't be afraid to widen up that feasting window and shorten up that fasting window just so you stay more energized. You don't want to give up exercise because there's so many great benefits to it, because you're afraid of fueling yourself. So just pick good conscious carbs and do some experimenting over the next couple weeks till you find a new rhythm for yourself that will benefit what you're doing in your fitness, for sure. Denise, hello. Elizabeth, so difficult to be patient 8 weeks in, no change, but I'm sure healing is occurring. Yes, remember you guys, it took me about a year to heal my body, and then all the magic started happening very rapidly. So I had a lot of stuff going on internally, and in hindsight, I am so appreciative of the time that it took to heal me. So be patient. As long as you're confidently doing the right things in your fast and you're confidently doing the right things in your feast and you're feeling better, everything else will fall into place. Trust me. Molly, okay, you guys are all asking for the email. Awesome. Tina, IF has changed my life. I was in the September 2017 class. We'll do it forever. Awesome. Yeah, that was a while ago too, girlfriend. You're doing great. Thanks for popping in on our live. I appreciate you being here. And then Amy, you're welcome. Okay, let's see what we got going on over here on YouTube really quick. We got lots of comments coming in. Hi from work. We did that one. Spokane, made it today. Yes, Juliet, hello. Geezy, I think it is. Oh, Sylvia. Okay, from Dallas. Already said that one. And then Kara's putting all the links on YouTube if you want to get on our email list. Susan from Delaware, January grad. Good to have you with us live. Dio from South Carolina. Good to have you here. Shamir, hello. DRH, hi Diane. I'm excited to learn more about it. IF. I am from a suburb outside of Chicago. I'm signed up for the March class. Can't wait. I can't wait for you to start either. The March class is going to be really fun because it's like pre-spring break and the weather's changing, so we're going to be more active and we all are coming out of our little winter cocoons. So the March class is going to be a lot of fun because we'll just be in a different season of life and all of us will just get that natural energy back from just the sun shining again in the warm weather. So I'm really excited about the energy that the March class is going to have. Jacqueline, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you being here. Ansu, I have been watching your videos. Thanks. I'm in New Jersey and have been 24 IF for a month and lost 10 pounds of the 15 pounds that I needed to lose. Well, you're on your way, girlfriend. However, I find myself overeating during the eating window. Help. What you have to define what overeating is for me. For sure. Jacqueline, can I sneak in a sweet potato now and then and still stay keto? You have to figure out why it is you want to stay keto and why it is you want to have a sweet potato. So the whys are always the deciding factors on any decision we make. Here's the advice I want to give for that. I don't consider a sweet potato cheating in any way, shape, or form. A sweet potato is a conscious carb to me that I need to fuel my body if I want to run or have vigorous exercising. There's a lot worse things I used to put in my body than a sweet potato. A sweet potato is from the ground. It's what God provided us in the way of nutrient dense foods. If you're working out, you will burn off whatever that carb has produced in your body. So utilize a carbohydrate like a sweet potato as a tool and you should be fine. If you're intermittent fasting and working out and managing your carbohydrate intake, you should be able to stay in that fat burning ketosis type of environment for your body. I wouldn't worry so much about being deep ketosis if not having a sweet potato is going to hinder what you want to do in your physical activity. So you have to make sure that you understand your why, and that will help a lot, Jacqueline. Are you a doctor? No, I am not a doctor. I am a certified exercise nutrition coach. Kitty Cat, I'm eating more consciously, but I'm frustrated about food sensitivity to all salad and vegetables. What do you suggest I do? Keep a food log. Make sure that when you're eating, you're writing down everything you're eating and how it's making you feel. Jackie, we love you from Minnesota. Oh, Jackie, that's cool. I love the we in there as well. Perfect. Jacqueline, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, girlfriend. And experiment with a little bit. A lot of times, start with like a half of a sweet potato. And then when we cook our sweet potatoes, we cook them with coconut oil, which is a MCT oil, which is the medium chain triglycerides. And it's that good fat that we really need to fuel our bodies. So that's a great way to kind of up your fat intake with a carbohydrate is cook it in some MCT oil. We fry ours or, put it in the oven. So that's a great way to kind of enhance some fat with the sweet potato too. Kim, I like to put frozen blueberries in my water. Is that okay? Not if you want to stay clean fasted. No, not at all. You want to get rid of those blueberries for sure. That would be called a crutch and not a tool. Donna, just joining, June alumni, grad and January alumni. Guess what? I fasted for 36 hours for the first time. Awesome. How'd you feel? 36 hours is about that max you want to go when you're not being supervised. So if you felt great, I say it was probably a great thing, making sure you're keeping those electrolytes in your body. And then how did you feel, Donna, during your refeeding window when you went back to eating again? Janet, you know more about nutrition than most doctors. Well, that's because doctors aren't they're not taught nutrition, they're taught medicine. And nutrition has been that thing that's sort of just been a natural thing for me. And I've really been blessed with the sense of the signs and signals and how food affects me. So I feel really blessed to have that on my side. My body's very, very tuned in, and I'm very tuned into my body. So I've taken that little blessing I have and then just my pure passion for what food can do to help us and merge that together. And then I've been able to use that with my own personal experiences. So I love sharing that with you guys here. And then I've just been studying it my whole life. So thank you so much, Jen. I consider that a huge compliment. Eugenia, are you really live? Yes, I'm really live. Totally really live. So ask me a question and I can answer it for you. Okay, any other questions on Facebook that we have? Tina, I think I answered your question already. So intermittent fasting, remember, is a really basic and simplified concept. The benefits from it are astounding if you really understand what your body has the ability to do if you just let it be empty for a while. Intermittent fasting is a 2-window opportunity within a 24-hour period. So you're going to fast and you're going to feast in windows. If you're fasting, I highly recommend that you make the decision that you're going to clean fast, especially when you're in the healing process, so you can take advantage of all the benefits that a fasted window will bring for you. And then remembering the 4 basics of intermittent fasting. 1 is training your hunger hormones to work for you and not against you. Number 2, finding comfort in a state of hungry. Number 3, utilizing tools to help benefit your fast and your feast and eliminating crutches. And then number 4 is be patient. Time and consistency will be on your side if you just stick with this. Okay, I saw another comment come in. Maria, girlfriend, good to see you here. Beautiful sunny day, finally in PA, out running, teaching my daughter to ride her bike today. Oh, Maria, that sounds like a great, great day. Eugenia, right now I've had a bad cold. I currently do ADF. Does this help shorten the length of my cold? Alternate day fasting? Yeah, anytime you're in a fasted state, you can put your body in an opportunity to heal itself. So fasting is a healing opportunity. I would say, yeah, I suggest people fast away all kinds of stuff. DRH, I started IF 8 days ago. My sleep was terrible for the first 3 nights. I am postmenopausal and have had night sweats come back. That's just a state of your body trying to balance itself out. That's where time and consistency will be on your side and getting better as I go. Yeah. So you don't want to quit when things are balancing out. I always say you have to get through those tough times and just sort of grin and bear it, because the other side of the tough times is amazing. And that's where you're going to really find those lifelong benefits and really get to that healing state. So yes, it is uncomfortable in the beginning, but it's well worth it to get through. Okay, Donna, salad with avocado, organic bone broth when I broke my fast, and had some salmon, sweet potato, and green beans for dinner. That sounds beautiful, Donna. Lori, started a cold on Saturday. Then they usually last 7 days for me. Fasted long and clean cold over in 3 days. Yeah, fast everything away, you guys. When in doubt, fast it out is what I say. Okay, thank you so much for jumping on again on YouTube. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when we go live. And if you want to take it a step further, that little bell next to it, you can click on that, and that way I think it pops up on your phone or something when you go live. And then Facebook, you know what to do with that like button. If you needed these notes from today and want to get on our email stream, make sure you put email me in the comments. If you're already receiving emails from us, you don't need to do that. That way you'll be notified. I think we send out emails. We're starting to send out recipes every Friday. So you want to make sure that you're on the email list, especially if you're looking for some of my recipes. And then our course starts March 10th. Make sure you get registered before the 9th. We are going to have a great group. Like I said, when the sun comes out and things start to warm up, our groups are super energized and a lot of fun. And if you have some vacations planned for spring break and you just want to feel energized and better about what you're going to do on your vacation, this is going to be the place that you want to hang out for the month of March. We'll get you ready for sure. So thanks so much for jumping on with me. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time here on YouTube and Facebook. I always appreciate you guys. I will go back through and answer any questions or comments that come up post live stream when we post these. And YouTube, if you had a comment or a question that didn't get answered, please go back to the YouTube channel when this video gets posted. Leave me a comment and I will go back in there between tonight and tomorrow and address your comment or question. Thanks so much, you guys. See you tomorrow.